Alright guys, in this video I wanted to put out a really important topic that you don't really hear much about. Not many people talk about this kind of stuff, and if you're here for the whole get rich quick thing, you may not have even considered this, but the truth is most traders don't consider this. And it's something that I experience, and it's something that I know many traders, not only that I've worked with, have experienced, but people experience it every day, and it really does have an effect on their trading. It deteriorates their trading. And when you get into trading, what you have to understand is most retail traders get into trading to either free up their time or have a bit more flexibility in their life. And in doing so, they put a lot of effort into learning the skill of trading. So they spend hours and hours doing, learning a strategy and, studying the charts and studying the markets and doing lots of back testing and crunching the numbers and optimizing and tweaking their system, then going to practice live in the markets and so on and so on and so on. And what happens is they find themselves filling their day with lots to do. They've got lots to do. And what finally happens is when you get to a position where you're comfortable with your system and you're happy with the results and you go out and you trade it live, whether you're trading full-time or whether you're trading part-time, there's going to be a dramatic difference in the amount of time that you're spending at the charts. So you're going to be putting in all that time testing and everything, but when you go live, it doesn't take that long to trade. So unless you've developed like a lower time frame day trading system where you're constantly at the charts, which if you're getting into trading to free up your time, you probably aren't doing that. And if you're new to trading, you probably aren't trading those lower time frames. So what happens is all of a sudden you have all this free time, and that is dangerous because that's when you feel like you should be doing more. And that's when you start you're at risk of jeopardizing your trading system because it induces the probability that you're going to force trades, overtrade. You might be looking on markets you shouldn't be looking at for some activity. You might be dropping down a time frame to try and see if there's trades on a lower time frame that you're not supposed to be trading, markets you shouldn't be supposed to be trading. And you feel like you're not worthy, you feel like you're not pulling your weight, you're not doing enough, and that is a real problem. So I like to preempt that because the other big problem that can create is when you have all the free time and you're no longer filling your day with testing and all that kind of stuff and tweaking and optimizing, you have all this free time and you might have a portfolio of say 8-10 pairs. What the problem is you started trading for more free time, but then even if you're trading like on the hourly or the 4 hour, you find yourself glued to the charts because you're now afraid of missing trade setups. So you feel like you should be watching your charts all the time because, in case you miss something. So in actual fact, you've spent all that time and effort and energy learning to trade, and you've kind of got to a position where you're happy with a system, and now trading isn't taking you that long, but you're glued to your charts because you don't want to miss anything, because you want to replicate the results that you got in your testing. And that can make you short with your family, snappy, you bite back, or you go on family holidays. Yeah, I'll be ready in a minute. I'll be ready to go out in a minute. And then you're just not with it during dinner because you're just thinking about the trade setups and you don't want to miss things. And you don't even want to leave the house. You don't want to go out for lunch. You don't want to do anything because you're thinking, I don't want to miss a trade. And that is the complete, that is the complete opposite of what you want to be doing, because you started trading to free up some time. So what I kind of recommend is you develop this relax approach, okay? And relax is something you need to bring into your trading. And I'll tell you a little bit about how I would go about that. So when you have your portfolio, let's just say that you've got 10 pairs in your portfolio, you've put a lot of effort and attention into the high probability setup zones, right? So you know exactly when your trade plays out or when it's likely to play out and what happens when it does fill, your orders fill, and you know the probability of it rolling over in your favor or being stopped out, and you know your risk reward and all the rest of it. A lot of traders don't put an effort into using that skill that they've developed of reading price action to producing a relaxed system in their trading. And what I mean by that is there's going to be certain trades that are likely to pay out before others. So you can look at your 10 pairs and go, well, do you know what? Yes, I'm waiting for a completion right at that zone, but before I get up there, there's a major level of resistance. We're currently putting in an ascending channel, so that's likely to roll over. So maybe I won't watch that one now, and I'll take that off my watch list. Let's look at another one. Well, this one is, I'm looking for a zone higher up, and it's creating a bullish flag pattern right now, which has a high probability to break to the upside. So that one could trigger quite soon. Does that make sense? So you can kind of read price action and use your skill and ability and everything you've learned developing your system to identify what setups are likely to play out first and what ones you just don't need to worry about. If a market's been dribbling along and there's some anticipation and it hasn't really been, it's been moving sideways, is it likely to provide you with a trend continuation trade if you're a trend continuation trader in the next 2 hours or 3 hours? And it's good to have this kind of ongoing review of when your trades are likely to play out. Otherwise, you become a slave to the trades and a slave to the charts, and that's absolutely not what you want. So just to round this video off, when you're developing a system, first of all, as you know, it's important to develop, if you're a retail trader, chances are you want more time and freedom and flexibility. It's important to develop a system, first of all, that suits your personality, okay? And within that personality element, there is opportunity, the amount of opportunities that you get, the strike rate, how often you're right, and your risk reward profile. And once you've developed a system that you're happy with personality-wise, it's then on to your lifestyle. So you might find, yeah, I've found one that I'm happy with, but now most of the entries come when I'm asleep, or most of the entries come when I'm doing the school run or having dinner or whatever it might be. So you might have to juggle your life around a bit, but if you can't, then you might consider trading something else. And then finally, use your skill as a technical analyst and a technical trader to break away from the chains of the charts and understand. I like to help traders preempt that feeling of when you go live, you're not going to have a lot to do. You're going to have a lot of free time compared to what you're used to. So, get another project going, test something else, test another strategy, refine your numbers, tweak your numbers on your previous strategy, and review your trades and learn and read and listen to podcasts and things like that that are going to help you move forward, but not make you overtrade or force trades. And then finally, make sure that you've got a way of going, right, that trade's not likely to play out, that one is, that's not, that one is, and then maybe out of your 10 pairs, you have a watch list of 2. You can then go and set an alert line if you have to, and then go out and enjoy your lunch and enjoy your life because you didn't learn all this, you didn't come all this way and learn all these skills to be a slave to your computer. All right, so listen, I hope that's helpful. I know it's not going to be a popular topic because people don't want to believe this stuff, but I've seen it over and over again, and it is a real bad thing that happens with traders when they go live and they don't see it coming. So my aim is for you guys to preempt all this stuff so you have the highest probability of success. If you got value from this, let me know. Let me know some of the things that you've found, if you've experienced this. If it feels like I was talking to you, let me know in the comments. And until next time, guys, take care, and I'll see you then.